Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me for my last live Pilates mat workout. I am super excited, though, to be, fingers crossed, opening up Absolute Pilates soon to have clients come back. So today's workout, we are going to work on a little bit more of focusing on our flow, which actually means just upping a little bit of that intensity of speed and progressing into what we call those transitions. So today I want you to focus in on making those transitions as best you can, smoothly going from one exercise to the next exercise to get the best efficient workout that you can. So we're going to string those along a little bit better today. So also, just please eliminate any exercises that you feel will not work for your body. Everybody's different. So again, omit or modify. Sometimes I add a little bit of progressions or just some modifications to the movements. So also supportive mat. So make sure you either have a mat or some beach towels, something that you can roll on to support your spine for your mat today. And also if you, again, needing some neck support, just like a hand towel will be helpful as well before we begin. So grab those items if you don't have them yet, and then we'll be working out pretty soon. So with that, let's get started. So let's get this mat. All right. So today we're going to work, like I said, a little bit more efficiency in your mat exercises. Again, focus in on one more thing that I just want to draw attention to is the repetitions. So there's less repetitions and there's more focus on that, because now you can actually work on those exercises, that the few that you do, make them the best possible movements that you can do today. Okay, so here we begin with some mat workout, and we're going to start at the front of your mat. You won't be able to see the top of me, but we're going to try to slowly lower down to the mat. So again, we're going to take one leg behind you, one hand on top of the other. You're looking straight ahead and you're pulling your abdominal muscles in and up. And as you lower slowly down to your mat, you just want to come down with control as best you can. Okay, so uncross the legs, hands by your hips now. You can lift your seat up, slide back, and then you can roll down to your mat. So we're going to take those 3 breaths again. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out of the nose. So breathing in and exhaling out. Draw attention to anchoring out all the surface area on your back. Breathe in again. And ribs pull down, lower abs pull in and up. Try to get as much again of the surface area of your back into the mat. You got one more breath in. And a nice long exhale out. So let's start with the 100. Again, you can lower the head down if you need to. And we're going to work on some of those other leg positions. All right, so lifting up the head and the shoulders. Lifting the arms just above the hips and beginning to pump with the arms, inhaling and exhale. Inhale, eyes on stomach, and exhale. Tips of my shoulder blades are just off of the mat. Inhale and exhale. Different leg positions. Inhale,
exhale. Inhale. So 3 more breaths. And bend your knees in and lower your head down. Let's roll up again to get into that one vertebrae down at a time to really stretch the low back. So inhale, we're going to slowly roll back on your exhale. I'm using my hands to create some resistance and tension so that I can move really slow through those sections that are a little stiffer or tighter. And then on my exhale, I'm going to roll back up. So let's just do 2 more of those. Really concentrating on one vertebrae down at a time. Eyes on stomach, lengthen your back. Feel like you're duct taped to the mat and you're just peeling one vertebrae up at a time. And again, another great visual is feeling you're snapping one vertebrae down at a time in a row. Okay, so again, some progressions to move on. Straight legs, lift your arms up above your feet, pull your abdominal muscles in, and now we're going to roll back again. You can definitely go back to bent legs if that wasn't as smooth as you'd like it. Stretch above the legs again. And now you're going to exhale as you roll back. Arms overhead, but your ribs pull down in the opposite direction. And one more. You're going to roll all the way up one more time. Reach back. Try to get your back anchored. Above the feet, you stretch. And we're going to roll all the way down for our next exercise, the leg circles. So take your right knee into your chest. Grab onto it and just stretch it first. Extend the leg up. Give it another good stretch. Straight-legged stretch as best you can. Hands by your side. Leg stays up. And you're going to make 5 circles. Cross, around, up, 1. Cross, around, lift, 2. Cross, around, lift, 3. Cross, around, lift, 4. Cross, around, lift, 5. Either bent leg of the other leg or straight. Reverse. Out, around, up, 1. Out, around, using my abs to lift my leg. Up, 2. My foot slightly turned out to the right. Take an exhale as I come up. This is my last one. The bigger you make them, the more challenging they get. So bend the knee in, but you want to anchor the rest of the body to do that. So let's switch legs. Bend the knee in, then stretch it up. Give it a straight-legged stretch. Hands down by your side. And again, cross, around, up, 1. Legs a little tight, can be a little bent. Up, 2. Right? Try not to strain the front of your thigh or your hip. 3. The leg feels heavy. 4. 5. Reverse. Out, around, up, 1. Out, around, lift, 2. Out, around, lift, 3. Neck is long, chin slightly tucked a little bit, right, to lengthen the back of the neck. And last one. Bend the knee in, lower down the leg, roll up to a sitting position, and then your transition here is to take your hands by your hips, lift your bottom up to your heels, then you can grab behind the leg or shin or ankle area, and then pick up the feet to balance. So just hold your balance. Now we're going to do 6 rolling like a ball. So we're going to inhale and you're going to roll back, and exhale, you're going to roll up. Try to relax the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, exhale, hold. Holding is important. Inhale, exhale. Try to feel every vertebrae again, like a wheel. Okay, good. 3 more. Exhale up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale up. And you got 1 more. Rest your feet on the mat. Take your hands by your hips. Lift your bottom up. So you can slide it back, roll down. And now you're into your abs raise. Again, lifting the head up or down. Do what's best for your body. We're going to go through that flow pattern just a little bit more on that quicker tempo. So right hand to ankle, left hand to knee. We're grabbing behind the back of the leg. Shoulders are equal across, elbows are pointing out to the side, and you're working your biceps there. Okay, abs are pulling in and up and down. So left leg out to that angle. That works for your lower back to anchor. Lift up your head and your shoulders. And now you're ready to switch. So switch. Pull 1, and 1, and 2, and 2, and 3. And creating that tension. 3 through my arm, 4, eyes on stomach, 4, and 5. 5, we're going up to 8, 6, don't rush it, 7, and 8. Make them your best 8. Tuck knees in, arms and legs for double leg. They go out together, stomach pulls down deep, exhale, pull in. 4 more. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, push out. Exhale, pull. Stomach deeper. Inhale, reach long and thin. Exhale, pull it in. Both legs up. Grab onto the right leg, lower down the left leg. Push your leg into your hands. And then switch. Stretch it. And switch. Stretch that leg, switch, reach it up higher as you can grab, higher, good, grab higher, push that knee out, grab higher, and grab higher. Okay, both hands behind the neck or by your side, okay, and lower the inner thighs again, engage, and exhale up. Again, inhale, lower, exhale, up. My lower abs are not pushing out, so they gotta remain anchored. Exhale up. 2 more. Exhale up. And you got last one. Exhale up. Crisscross right knee and twist. Hold. So you're trying to get your elbow to your knee. Switch. Curl up. The more you do this, the better and easier it'll get. Switch. Up, up, up. And then 1 more, because you're building that endurance. Up, up, up. And come on down. Whew. Roll up to sitting. And you have your spine stretched forward. So arms are out in front of you, but I want to feel like I'm pressing down into something while my abs pull up. So take an inhale. And now you're going to exhale and let the head peel between the arms. Exhale on all of that air. And then inhale and roll back up. So again, I'm pushing my legs out and pulling my abs in. Inhale again. Exhale. And then inhale, roll back up. So visualize peeling off of that imaginary wall. Exhale. And then inhale up. And 2 more. Your best 2. Exhale. Right, inhale up. This is your last one, and you can go for a stretch by grabbing onto your legs, your toes, your ankles behind the knee, and stretch. Bending the knees is fine. And then rolling back up. Open leg rocker. So you're going to then bend your knees in. You're going to grab onto either your ankles, back of your legs, and we're going to find a balance first. So you're going to lift up as tall as we can, bent legs or straight. Just freeze, hold that position. Eyes are looking out in front of you. Spot something, you're going to roll back. You're going to lift up. So if you spot something up high, it'll help you lift up. And again, 4 more. Inhale back. Roll up. There you go. Try to lift up. And again, the back. You're going to roll back. And lift up. 2 more. Pushing out the legs. Try to not lose that grip of the arms. It's like they're connected, that chain connection here. Roll back and up. So the transition here is closing the legs together, even if they're bent or straight, climbing down the backs of the legs and lowering your body to your mat. Okay, so now you're into your corkscrew. Circle both legs, gluing them together in a circle, and then stop at the top. Circle them the other way. Around, back up, and circle. For those of you that want to challenge yourself, you can lift your bottom up a few inches. So we'll do one more like that. We're going to go up a little bit, roll down, and circle. And then I'm strongly pressing in with my arms as well to help me. Okay, so we're going to roll up to sitting, bend the knees in. For your saw, so again, the legs are apart, just outside of that mat or towel, arms are out. You're going to inhale and twist, and you're going to reach one arm behind you, but tuck that palm in towards you, and left pinky finger to pinky toe, and then you inhale and you roll up. So get a better view on this side. So twist. This arm tucks down and back. So I'm reaching my arms in opposition. And then I'm going to roll back up. So twist, exhale, and pull your belly button back to your spine there. And come back up. So a lot to think about here. Twist. Don't lift your hips. Again, you can do it bend. And come back up. If you're a little tight again in the legs, you're working through your spine and also getting a little bonus of opposition arms. Stretching out through the arms and the shoulders. Okay, so come back to center. Bring the legs together. You're onto the stomach for a few exercises. So again, so you flip onto the belly. Heels together, toes apart. Hands are going to find a place that when you press up, we're again working on arching the upper back area, not as much as the lower back, even though we know that's going to arch a little bit. Okay? So as we press up, pull the shoulder blades down your back. Lift, lift, lift. Hold it. Legs are glued. Do a big neck roll. To one side, and then we turn to the left with our head, and we roll down and around to the right and center, and come back down. Okay, so now that is your neck roll is a prep for what we call the swan dive. We're just going to do a little bit of this rocking up and down. So my hands are going to work here as like a little pump action, okay, just to get my body to lift up and down. So I'm going to lift up, and as I come down, my legs lift up. And now I want it to just go as smoothly as I can. And then I'm going to rest. So now you're going to go into fist to fist. I would reach them out first. Make a nice extension for your whole body and back. And then you're going to pull your elbows if you can. Can you slide them in a little bit and then plant those elbows and fist down? So again, I'm like scraping those fists towards me now, but I'm not moving them. And then I'm going to single leg kick. So loose foot, right? And inner thigh, bottom, and lower abs. Those are all engaging to help me stretch. So again, tempo again would be pull, 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 pull. One more set. Last one. Now I turn my head to one side and I bring my hands and I rest my cheek on my mat as my hands go up my back or by my side, nice and long. I'm going to do 3 pulls again with both legs. So again, they're glued together, they're not apart. And as I press down, then I lift just my upper body up and I hold, hold, hold. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the other way. And hands up or by your side. 1, 2, 3. Lift, 2, 3. As high as you can go. Now turn. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. And lift. 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Lift. 2, the highest you can lift and hold and come down. Bring your hands by your chest and you're going to flex the feet a little bit, sit back, pull your abdominal muscles in and round your back. Sit to your heels if you can, or just make sure you're rounding the lower portion of your back. Okay, your abdominal muscles are doing that to help you stretch. And you're going to sit up. Just a little bit here. We're working on, again, either a kneeling position with this, okay, hands and knees, or I'm just going to go up just onto my feet. So I'm going to lift my knees up just a little bit. They're hovering. So I'm going to extend one leg out. I'm going to lift my head up. And then as I tuck my knee in, my chin tucks in and I round my back. So again, a little bit more lift and then curl. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Switch legs. Tuck in. So extend. Head up. Exhale. Tuck knee into chest. And forehead to knee. Try to curl. And last one. And come down on your knees. You can turn around now into the neck pull. It's another roll up again. If you're working on just the rolling up part, you can insert that exercise right now into this movement. We're going to go into hands behind your neck, hip width apart, stack the spine, sit up tall, and now you're going to exhale, rounding down. Try to lengthen out your back along your legs to get a nice good stretch for the legs there. Now you're going to roll one vertebrae down. So if you feel you're losing control, hands can reach out in front, and then again you can roll up like this. And then put your hands back behind you when you can. Bend knees. Okay. You're really tight in the legs. And now roll down. and then roll up. So again, what you're avoiding is trying to favor one side, right? That could be a big cheat, is that I'm leaning to one side to do this movement and then roll back down. So you want to go nice and even down through the center. And let's do one more. And straighten out through the back. Okay, so now we're into spine twist, right? You're only as young as your spine is mobile. So we're going to inhale and exhale, right, to twist. Inhale up center. I'm not using momentum through my arms. So if you feel like you're going to use your arms to do it, just place them behind your neck. You can try it that way. And center gives you that reality of how far deep you're going to twist. So one more set. My torso leads, my arms follow. And exhale. Okay, so into side kick series. We have 4 exercises on your side with this position. So again, if you have a mat or a towel, line up to the very edge of the towel or mat. Slide down. You can either prop your head up with your elbow here, okay, or you can lower your head down. You can also use that towel, okay, so whatever is more comfortable for your neck, okay. And then you want both feet to be in front of the mat. That's that setup. So anchor the bottom leg, lift the top leg just up a little bit, rotate as much as you can that big toe up, okay? And this is my kickstand hand, that presses right into the waist. So again, I'm gonna go front and I'm gonna press back. And my bottom leg is gonna be that anchor leg to help make sure that I'm staying balanced. And I'm not gonna cheat by moving a hip too far up or down or a leg too far up or down. One more. And then you got both legs, or sorry, both legs are glued together now, but the top leg's just hovered. And you're gonna lift, and then you're gonna press down. So you got 5 of these. So go up, and then press, 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 right? Up. Pretend like you're pressing down into that resistance. So you gotta go up quick, but slow it down and hover it if you can. Okay, little circles. Those you're gonna just try to make quick, but you want the inner thigh muscles to work really hard and the lower abs to pull in and up to support those small circles. And then you can rest the leg just for a little moment as you bend now the knee. So the knee comes up, the foot plants down. I'm gonna grab behind the back of my ankle and then plant that foot. So I'm anchored in that foot as I raise, slide back the straight leg now and lift up that bottom leg. So point the toe down as best you can, and you got circles around and up. 1, around and up. 2, feel like you're lengthening out your leg, but you're pulling in your abs in the opposite direction. And then reverse. 1 up and 2 up. Notice, hold the up. Kind of that hardest part is on the lift, and then come down. Okay, top leg goes to bottom leg, and we're gonna go onto the other side. So I'm just gonna sit up, change sides. Again, head propped or lowered, hips to the edge, they're stacked, okay? Both feet out in front, okay? Try to, again, this top hip, feel like you are balancing a glass on it, right? So you don't want it to tip, and you're gonna go to the front, and you're gonna go to the back. And 2. I'm not trying to let this rest. I'm trying to pull, like as the weight of my leg goes forward, I'm trying to pull my abdominal muscles in to help make my leg feel lighter. Depends on how long the leg is too, right? Reach back, okay? And we're gonna go up and down. So lift and lower. and lift, right? And then reach out and lift and reach long. 2 more. And reach longer and reach longer. Now you got that really long top leg. Stomach still pulling in and up. 5 circles one way. Try to quicken them. And then you can rest the leg. So the top leg goes, bending that knee up, pointing that foot down. You're gonna reach behind the back of the ankle, plant the foot as best you can with the kneecap up, slide the leg back, lift it up, and you're gonna do 4 circles. Around, up, hold 1, around, up, hold 2, around, up, hold 3, around, up, hold 4, reverse, and 1 up, and 2 up, and 3 up, and 4 up, and come down. Bring the top leg down to the bottom leg. Okay, come up to sitting. Change sides. Okay, so now we're into a side plank. Again, just for balancing. Now you could do a side plank with a forearm and just get those legs out and lift. And you can still go overhead that way. Okay. If your wrist can handle it and you got that one arm, again, how I do it is I line up, again, my hip to my hand. So I'm taking a line from my hip out to my hand. This arm is here. So again, when I get into side plank, I'm going to try to stack those legs, one foot in front of the top foot's a little bit in front of the bottom foot, so I can get a little bit better of a balance. So I'm first going to lift that hip. So here we go. Straighten the legs, lift up. Okay, try to push up the top hip, arm by your side, try to bring the hip down. Okay, let's just do one more. And then down. And bend. Okay, so change sides. So again, from the hip, I draw a line out about a foot or so. This hand's here. And again, I want to see if I can lift that hip up as high as I can first, so that top hip. So reach out. Okay. Come down, grip my shoulders over my wrist. Not sinking though. Lift up. Inner thighs are again glued together. And down. Up. And bend. Okay, so now we're into our teaser, right? Teaser is one of those infamous exercises that we all want to achieve. So we're going to work on that single leg. On the last one, if you want to go for it, try both legs up just to see how far you think you can take that teaser. That's great. So we're going to start with that single leg first. Roll all the way down to your mat. So again, get anchored with your lower, again, lower abs are pulling in and up. My back is anchored to my mat. And then my feet are actually a good anchor as well. Okay, pressing firmly into the mat. And then my arms are up. So I'm going to take one leg out, just knee to knee here. And I'm going to then roll up. Now I can adjust if my leg seems a little too high. So as I roll up, or I can hold a position, right? I can get up to rolling up, and then inner thighs, lower abs, upper control. So notice that I can move this leg a little bit that way. It'll lower the leg. I can move it up a little bit. Okay, and one more. Let's add a little rotation, right? And then we're going to switch legs. So again, I'm trying to glue that leg. Roll up. Roll down. But it's that peeling up, right? There's no hiccup in the middle. Little twist. towards the leg always, towards that straight leg, okay? So again, tuck knees in, getting ready for my double leg. I'm gonna bring my legs up first. Pilates stance helps. It's that inner thigh again that glues so that you have your lower abs and down into these muscles to help support, right? Seat and bottom and thigh. So I'm gonna lower, and then I'm gonna roll up, then I'm gonna roll down. Let's just try one more. Up, and that is your teaser, right? That 45-degree angle ideally, but again, really depends on how your body balance is. So we have the seal to get up to standing. Now again, if you feel comfortable standing up, after that 6, roll back, you uncrisscross the legs, and you take the hands out from the legs, and then you crisscross the legs, and you stand up. And only if you feel comfortable, you can do that. I'm gonna be doing that on the 6th one, but just stand up when you feel ready, okay? So we got the seal. It's a little bit of, hip width apart or wider with the knees right now. The hands go behind the back of the heel here. They slide to the side of my ankle like I'm gonna cup my heel with my hands, okay? Try to get your fingers all together here, okay? So now you're gonna go apart with both legs and hips. 1, 2, 3, we roll back and we roll in. 1, 2, 3. 1 for my hips, 2, 3. So 3 more, and if you want to clamp overhead, you can. 1, 2, 3. Remember, not rolling to our neck. Or pushing off of the neck. You can roll back there, just don't put weight on the neck, right? 1, 2, 3, last one. And come up to standing, okay? So we have our Pilates push-ups, right? So let's move this mat just out of our way real quick. All right, about there. Okay, so we are heels together, toes apart, arms up to the ceiling. Reach tall first. Without pushing your seat back, you're gonna roll down. Give it a stretch. Walk out efficiently again. Few hand movements to get you there. And then you're gonna go into elbows in push-ups, right? So down, up 1, and exhale up 2, 3, 4, 5. Hike up. Get your balance. Pull the abdominal muscles in. Roll up. Arms to the ceiling. You're going to roll down again. Again, to give yourself a little bit more challenge, you can lift up a leg. Hold that leg up and do your 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. You could try to balance on one leg or put that other one by your side and stand up. Okay, so round down again. Lift a leg if you like. Plank first. 1 up. Exhale up 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to work on my balance first. I can hold my leg up and then lift up my arms and come up to standing. Bring your arms down by your side, stand tall.
Okay, so we're gonna work on just a little bit of the ankle movements. So I want you to keep Pilates stance again, heels together, toes apart. You're gonna look straight ahead. You're gonna see how far you can bend the knees. Now as I bend my knees go forward. I'm getting a good ankle bend from the ankle. Lift the heels, straighten the legs. Feel again, pinky toe, big toe, and lower. Bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten up, and come down. If you have a step to practice this on, just makes the movement a little bit bigger. So you can try that. And down. Again, just really feeling your feet again, right? Lift the heels, feel the big toe, pinky toe, right? Zip together, you're gonna bend. Now you're gonna press down and straighten. Again, lift, okay? Don't go to pain, go to where you can feel, as I bend, I'm pulling in and up, so my abs are pulling up, my tail's a little bit tucked under for my body, and up. Okay, it just depends on how much curve we have in low back. So really want to pull in and strong and bend, like I'm sliding down an imaginary wall again. Plant the feet and straighten. Okay, so we got that wonderful twisting and stretching to each ankle is next. So again, legs are going to be wider than hip width, right? Just so that you got a little bit wider base here. And again, I'm going to face the side of you here, side profile. So again, we lift up to the balls of our feet if we can. So we rise up, we twist. We cross the legs. Now I'm going to reach beyond and past the front leg, and I'm going to reach down towards the back leg. And I'm going to come reaching out, lifting up, twist all the way over to the other side, and then I'm reaching again. So reach out, lift, twist, and grab hold of the ankle or as low as you can reach. Lift up, twist, and reach. And reach up. And come down with your arms by your side. Okay, so we're gonna finish with the wall exercise, that classical way of ending a nice, good Pilates mat workout where you can really feel the difference of your spine up against the wall. And you can really feel the connection of getting your spine a little bit more aligned and elongated, okay? So I'm gonna go to the mat, see if I can get this a little bit closer for you. Right there about. That should work. All right, so I'm using this mat that's up against the wall, but any wall will do. So if you can find just some wall space, put your heels together, toes apart. And then without forcing anything, you're just allowing your body to see if your head wants to go back naturally, right? Don't force it, or your shoulders. So wherever your body is laying up against that wall, right? Don't force any movement yet. Okay, find where you can go. Okay, so take note of where your body's at currently. Hopefully we'll make some improvement. So what we're working on right now is this space right here in my back. I have this big gap in my back here, like I can get a train underneath it. So I'm gonna slowly pull in from my abdominal muscles, but at the same time, walk my feet out. So I'm gonna find where I can't get my hands back there. And I might have to bend my knees. That's fine. Some people just have to walk out. You're trying to minimally walk out, okay? So now from there, arms circle. So again, this stays all anchored. And I'm gonna lift my arms up. I'm gonna really reach them. That's the challenge, is how high they can go without you losing that connection with your back to the wall. And 2, right? I really have to lengthen in and up.
And this is an exhale to come down. So in through the nose. And exhale out. Okay, reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Now I'm going to peel off of the wall. Chin to chest. Okay, now one vertebrae again, slowly at a time. Take your time. Now as long as, again, I feel my abdominal muscles pulling in and up, I'm getting a good stretch. Now I'm going to hang out here a little bit, and I'm just going to let my arms feel like they're circling on their own. I'm going to get them going, and then they're just going to have a mind of their own and just circle on their own. Then I'm going to reverse them the other way while I'm breathing nice and strong in and up with my abdominal muscles. And then I'm going to relax them. So now I'm going to roll one vertebrae up. Now again, if you have this big kind of tightness or gap there, I tend to bend a little bit, but then I work even harder to lengthen my back up against the wall again. Okay, now I'm nice and tall again. I'm going to lift my heels just a little bit apart, and I can walk a little forward. I don't want my kneecap going past my big toe when I go into these sitting squats. So I'm going to slide my arms out in front. I'm going to sit into an imaginary chair. I'm going to not have knee pressure, right? So I want to check that. I'm going to hold that. If you can hold like a 90, hold 90. And then on your exhale, you're going to press the arms down and pull in and up from the abs. So press down, pull up, right? So I'm into here again, right? I'm going to come down into that chair position, right? So shouldn't feel any arch in my back. My neck is long. My shoulder blades are pulling back into it if I can. And then I'm going to press up. And I got one more. It's great endurance for sitting in chairs, right? Pulling in and up. And press up, right? So now walk back inch by inch. The best part is right here, where hopefully when you get back to the wall, you got closer than when you started with your back here. I got closer, not as gapped there. And then you're going to take both hands into the wall, press against the wall, and come out in one piece if you can. So it kind of feels a little bit more like straight and up, okay? But then just check and see how you feel. What I notice the most about the wall exercise for myself is that I have more tension in my upper neck and shoulder area. So I've put all of my work and effort and energy into my powerhouse muscles, so it makes me feel more free in the upper half of my body. Also, it just helps, again, get that powerhouse engaged so that it puts a little less pressure off of my lower back and my spine for my body. So that feels, again, really good. So I hope that you can feel good for the rest of your day. Hopefully that can linger into even tomorrow. Little sore muscles, that's okay. Your body recovers from that, and you're only going to get stronger through it. Thank you for joining me. We look forward. First of all, thank you, Adventure Rock, for having me do these classes and offer these classes for the members. I really hope that Adventure Rock and members got some good workouts, and fingers crossed that the gym will open up soon. And I also look forward to opening up Absolute Pilates. So come check us out. If you've never come to the studio before, love to have you come check us out and see what we have to offer, anywhere from private lessons to just small group classes. That's what we're
mainly focusing in on is your body and getting your body to do the best that you can do. And you can definitely see, or I see how Pilates, the mat exercises, or just Pilates workout in general is a great cross-training tool for climbers. So hopefully, as time will tell, we'll see everybody back at the gym or back at Absolute Pilates. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. Take care.